is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. The Golden Gophers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Wolverines offense will have the football first. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates this series, and they own the little brown jug. You might as well put Wolverines on it as much as they've won it. They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give Minnesota life. Show their dominance early in this football game.
You know, you had to wonder last year if a lot of those players at Michigan maybe weren't thinking about, you know, the rivalries with Penn State, Michigan State, and obviously Ohio State at the end of the year. Minnesota is not a program you can overlook, though, because they are tough and they are scrappy, and they're coming for that little brown jug.
Play action with Underwood. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Dances away to buy time. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Golden Gophers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And it'll be Drake Lindsey leading the attack. He had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. The give is to Taylor. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time, Michael.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Gonna let it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Marshall. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Underwood. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Unloads to the right. And wings it incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Maybe some room here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Buchanan. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here's the pressure. Working that left side now. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Marshall. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. In the lore of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little brown jug me.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Back open in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Snagged out of the air.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Marshall. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's right down the boulevard. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Nice move there. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive...
There's some room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. To the ground, he's got it again.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Has it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Oh, it's a highlight-type catch. Big throw down the field. And how about my guy going up and stabbing it with one hand? That was beautiful.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Just going to keep it after the snap. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Marshall. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The option look. Now the toss. Could be an alley. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Throwing, Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws.
Got a little grass. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge. Get the edge. Block it up really well. And then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play. At least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him. Make the game physical. Make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. Trying to make something happen. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Golden Gophers head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab, it's Taylor. Still running at the 40. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big play.
Caught, and he's got room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Taylor. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
On the move. stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a catch. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Catch in the middle. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Floats it out in space. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Just drives in between the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, the defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
He'll run it again. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They'll send the back in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside. There was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Underwood. Rushes on him. He's got it. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Just such a nice job by him, understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running.
Snags it, and he's open. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gets the back moving. Trying to run, it's Turner. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago, none today.
And just a great response. Last week, you know...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That's caught. It's Marshall.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they want to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let...
Got move on the return. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well give it to him again. They've got enough space. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute...
Makes the catch, and he's free. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he scores! Touchdown, Michigan!
And, man, what a game-changing tight play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Minnesota sideline, There is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Under fire. And they got it. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got to...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Trying to get behind the defense. Goes high to pull it in. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. Throwing, Underwood. Got his man on the right. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Again, it's Underwood. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, that's crippling, because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put it on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Makes it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Off to the races to the right. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been So much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Takes a hit as he fires. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And so it's Minnesota who will be sipping the nectar of victory and taking home the little brown jug by beating Michigan. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.